What is up, Keyblade Kitties? Kobe here again with another video for Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Before I jump right into the guilds, I'm going to go over a couple of the new notices. One of them I am a little bit upset about and a little bit sad to talk about because it's just really disappointing in comparison to the recent ones we've had. So the current Epic Metal Carnival, along with the Nominee one, is for Key Art 6. It is not a Mercy pull, so you're not guaranteed to get it within a certain amount of pulls. It does come pre-strengthened, but they're offering, instead of just any Tier 4, Tier 5, they're saying you get one of these select medals as a guaranteed pull. And a lot of these medals are outclassed. HD Riku is still really good as a single target. It's stronger than HD Beast if you're already, buffed up pretty well. Because HD Beast does do 3 stages. Riku only does 2. But he's still got a 5 times multiplier when he's guilted, which is really, really strong. I think HD Beast has 4.6. Illustrated Sora A just is outclassed even by HD Riku. Like, it's an AoE, yeah, but there's also Illustrated Riku B, I believe is the power version. Key Art 6, like, I don't know. This whole deal is pretty disappointing. Sora Donald Goofy isn't really all that great, especially if you have like extra casts on your Illustrated Kairi. Illustrated Kairi 2, excuse me. Ansem is still really good. It's still one of the few medals that do defense minus 2 stages. And while it does reduce your HP, it's still a really good medal. Illustrated Black Coat Mickey was never really all that great. And Casual Roxas just got replaced by Illustrated Roxas in the last Epic Metal Carnival. So it's like, it's pretty disappointing. Shion's always a decent, it's minus 1 stage defense. There's also HD Axel and Key Art 5 or 4, 3, Key Art 3. I don't know. This whole deal is pretty disappointing. And it's not like if you guilt this, you get something special. It's just, hey, here's a new medal. You're guaranteed one of these 7 medals instead of, having access to all the tier 4s and 5s. So it's pretty upsetting. I don't really want to talk about that one anymore. What else we got here? The cross union ranking results. Obviously, Vulpes is the winner. It's usually rank 1, always. There might have been a few times where it hasn't ranked 1, but I'm an Anguish, so I'm pretty much guaranteed a 4th, 3rd if I'm lucky. Weekend only raid events. Get chips and dales for defeating the weekend bosses. What is this? Jewel Princess. So let's go ahead and jump into the guilds. I have a few to do, as well as the new Mickey and Minnie medal. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll save that one for last, since it's the HSC bonus medal. So let us see what we got to do. What do we have? I believe there is a speed medal. Not a guilt, but still a pretty good medal. I've seen a lot of Dark Riku's up there in the top Lux Keyblades. I think it's a down defense attack, so it's pretty good. Defense plus 2,000. Okay, this is a lowest defense of all targets by 1 tier for 2 turns. So yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty decent medal. It's a cost 4, but still got a pretty high multiplier for AoE. Moving on, we've got Illustrated Roxas, like I was just talking about, completely overshadows Casual Roxas in pretty much every way. Minus maybe the required gauges is 4, but I mean, it's still pretty strong. So let us go ahead and throw in another one, which is in my Keyblade, so I can't do that. Which blades were they in again? There we go. And I think it was in this one too. Okay. All right, should be good to go. Let us go ahead and throw this Roxas, or throw a Roxas in. Darn it. Messed up. Maybe I can just do this one instead. Looks like it's in another blade I wasn't accounting for. Which one is it? Which one could it be? Oh, there it is. All right. Did I get it this time? Can I do it? I sure can. Let's go ahead and get a 150% extra attack. 135, pretty good. Looking pretty bright for me right now. What do we get? What do we get? Max gauge is +2. Not too terrible since it is a 4 cost. If I had gotten extra attack though, woo boy, I would have put in that SP2 attack boost 3 on it so quickly. But still pretty good. 135% is pretty high, so I'm happy with that. What else do we have to do? We've got key art number 4. Oh. Oh no, I don't really care. That's okay. 104% still. 2,000 defense. Same thing we got already. I forgot it has extra attack on it, so that's pretty good. We've got a World of Chaos to throw on here as well. Poison resist. That is such a good trait. But alas, damage and raids and extra attack just... Ooh boy. That's a good one. I think I passed somebody up here. Oh no, I passed Illustrated Ventus. So let's go take a look at this guy real quick. He's got extra attack. Let's get a high percentage. 106. Let's get like damage and raids. That'd be great. I've seen damage and raids for a few Illustrated Aquas for that last week of raid bosses. It was pretty legit. Illustrated KH2 Kyrie just can't seem to get higher than 131. Let's see if we can do it this time. 148. Extra attack. I'm pretty sure you can't double up on extra attacks. If you can, I'm going to be pretty sad for skipping out on that. Let's go ahead and throw 2 good old mirrors into this. 150. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I think tier 5 should increase Nova by 10, but that's just me. Alright, so I think that's it for the non-high score challenge medals. Oh, no. We got Illustrated Soren Pals. Still a pretty strong medal. We're going to get 93%. And, oh, it has extra attack on it. And damage and raids. That's a pretty good skill, or pretty good trait. I will keep that. That's pretty nasty. Alright. So I kind of messed up on my Plutos. I did it again. I've done it a couple times in the videos. I should have learned my lesson. I forget every time that when you complete the high score challenge, you get the 2, displayed medals pre-strengthened with dots. So when I got my Plutos, I started putting Plutos into Plutos to roll traits, forgetting that you get 2 3-dot Plutos at the end of the events. So now I kind of messed up. So, oh well, I guess. Maybe we can roll a decent trade on it. But it's not that I'd be using Pluto all that much anyways. I don't really think he's that good. Maybe late Coliseum. 50% is a terrible roll. So another reason why having that many more Plutos would have been a good thing, so I could roll a little bit higher. But it is what it is. I messed up. Shame on me. Don't make my mistakes. Looks like we're keeping damage in raids. Alright. I rolled that like 3 times. That's crazy. Moving on to the last medal of the day. Mickey and Mitty. Pretty good medal in my opinion. Once I find it. There we are. Deals 5 hits, lowers target's defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. So this is pretty much the illustrated Ansem I was just talking about. This kind of does outclass it since you don't have to give up HP. It's got a high multiplier. Though many people probably weren't able to guilt it because they weren't able to get that high of a score. But it is a pretty good medal regardless. So let's go ahead and roll that good old extra attack that I meme about so much. One more chance. Let's get it. 123. Not too bad. Tier 4 I think is 120 or 130, so it's pretty high. Pretty good roll. Pretty good roll. Let's get a good trait. Come on, Mickey and Minnie. Ground enemy defense minus 60%. Not terrible. That's, I mean, it can slay some ground enemies with the defense minus and the defense minus on ground enemies. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up today's video. I really appreciate it, guys. Feel free to let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see, and Kobe out.